This population are still here in Bentiu. In Bentiu protection of civilian site, yes, of course, I should decide to stay here with the community, because I really thinking if I left this area and more people are left, especially for the nurses, and who should help this community, and who should work here as a nurse. Sometimes when there is a curfew, it is really difficult, especially when there is roadblocks in POC between the UNMIS compound and IDP camps. Especially when this COVID started, there was a shortage of experts, so I should take an extra role also, working as a nursing team supervisor, and I should do another activities also in top of my role. I should advise all my nursing staff to plan them for this situation that we are now. I should aware them in case sometimes we may run out of any item, including medication, but we should make sure that the reason why we run out of the medication in the hospital is because of this COVID. The transportation of the item is very difficult to the country. So we should make sure that we use the resource that we have efficiently. It is good that I should stay impartial and neutral as a nurse, because since I work for MSF for at least 20 years, I should know that the neutrality and partiality for the work of MSF. So I usually keep in mind that it is good for me to keep impartial and neutral. Sometimes it is really difficult also, because sometimes when, especially during war injured, when there was a case happening, and you may see that patient is coming from another place, I sometimes see experts, they are really worried, and sometimes they even maybe decide to stay with the patient with them. So I really see also it is very difficult, but for me as a nurse and as a person who is working for MSF for so long, yeah, it is something that I always keep in mind, that I should keep neutrality. It's good for us to commit our works, since we decide to work on these roles, but we should maintain our proportionalism to work as a nurse. So it is the only thing I should advise to the old nurses, to make sure that even though you stay in difficult situation, we really be committed to our works.